The purpose of this activity is to familiarize students with the concept of a zip line. Today we will get ready for the zip line performance task of the Smarter Balanced Assessment. The picture shows a rider traveling down a cable that is suspended between a starting platform and an ending platform. The rider is wearing a harness. The harness is attached to the cable with some kind of rope. The rider's legs hang down below the harness. A zip line is a cable that stretches between points at different elevations. A pulley is attached to the cable so the rider can slide down the cable while secured in a harness. The rider is moved along the zip line by gravity. Something to consider when designing a zip line is including strong trees and platforms specifically to support a zip line. When the cable is attached, it should have a certain amount of slack in it. This picture shows a zip line with too much slack built into it. There are other things to consider when designing a zip line, including safety, speed, and stopping the ride. When a zip line is designed, the design has to include how the rider is going to stop. One option is to provide enough slack so the rider stops in the middle of the ride, because they would have to travel up to reach the other end of the zip line. This picture shows that type of design. Another is a handbrake the rider uses as they near the end of the line. A third option is a special brake that is attached to the cable and brake anchor by a bungee cord that slowly reduces the rider's speed. The brake has a hole through the middle of it, and the cable goes through that hole so the brake can slide along the cable. The brake is connected to the anchor with a bungee cord. A bungee cord is like a rope except that it stretches. When the rider reaches the brake is pushed along the cable and starts stretching the bungee cord. Once the bungee cord is stretched as far as it will go, the brake will not be able to go any farther. If the original cable is placed too low, the rider's feet will drag along the ground or the rider will hit the ground. Things to take into consideration include having the cable high enough so that the rider's feet will not touch the ground. There has to be enough distance between the cable and the ground for the harness to hang down and for part of the rider's body that hangs down below the harness.